Following program is rated mature. It may contain strong, coarse language, violence, and other mature content not appropriate for children under 17. The views expressed in this program may not represent those of this cable station or its employees.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, so grab a seat and you just might see something really great. You've got the time, it's not too late to watch a show that will give you laughs and chills and thrills. There's nothing that they haven't tried, 'cause everything tastes great when it's deep fried. So lock your doors and sit right down. There is no better place to go, 'cause it's time for the Not So Late Show.
Wow, this show hasn't been canceled already? Oh, we're live? It's the Not So Late Show.
I have a question.
Okay, go on.
In the intro we just watched,
Yes, you were humping a couch.
I was humping a couch.
Yes.
But that's nothing new. But I do have a question. Who's that third person? I saw you, I saw me.
Was it Boxman?
No, it wasn't Boxman. I know Boxman.
Yeah, he's better looking.
That's true. But who's the third person?
I don't know.
He wore a lot of plaid, I noticed.
A lot of plaid. It's kind of like Bob
Hold on,
Vila?
I'll sit up normally
Wait,
so you
is
can
it
actually
Bob
do
Vila?
that. Ooh, he can teach me how to fix my house.
Yes, and your snowblower probably.
Yeah, I got into a fight.
Yeah,
I wear a lot of plaid.
that's true.
And you make
but
it look good.
You're no Bob Vila.
You can't fix my house.
You can fix...
I'll fix your house, mister.
Yeah, that's it.
No.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the show, Jay.
Who's the president?
I can't tell you that. It would be a spoiler.
Oh.
I don't want to ruin it for everyone.
That's true. Well, once we figure it out, we'll figure it out. I'm sure.
Oh wait, you mean the president?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Obama right now.
Still?
Unless you were referring to House of Cards Season 2.
Oh. Something you insist I have to watch, but
Yeah.
not until all the seasons are out.
I'm just going to put this out there.
Hey, throw it out there.
I went to bed somewhat early last night. Some might
Before
say...
midnight.
Some might say was watching TV and then passed out like
Which is
at 8
normal.
o'clock. Yeah, pretty much. Felt like an old man. And then I woke up at around 2:30 in the morning.
6.5 hours later. So people
Well,
don't have to do the math.
Yeah, so it just so happened that House of Cards Season 2, which is on Netflix, is one of Netflix's original series. It's the one starring Kevin Spacey where he's a minority whip, and then
Whip.
I don't know if you haven't seen Season 1, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but, you know.
I haven't seen episode 1, let alone season 1.
He advances his political career from there, let's say.
Okay.
And Season 2 came out at exactly 3:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time
This morning.
this morning. I have been up since then.
The following program is rated mature.
It
may
is.
contain strong...
It does?
Yes.
Okay.
It is 13 episodes. They're around 45 minutes to an hour apiece, give or take. And I have seen all 13 episodes of Season 2 today. From 3 a.m. on, I did nothing today. Nothing. I take that back. I made a really delicious pizza. But I did nothing today other than watch House of Cards Season 2. It is that good.
Here I was snowblowing and shoveling all day, and now my neck hurts.
Ha!
And my arm.
Sucker.
Stupid heavy
Snow
snow.
is for suckers.
Not your neck.
It's not?
It's really his head. It just joins to his shoulders. But anyways, House of Cards Season 2, it's utterly amazing. And I was telling Doug this earlier, because one of the things that drives me nuts about seasons of television shows is the cliffhangers. And one of the things I appreciate about Netflix is that they release the season all at once. Obviously, they released the entire season this morning, and I binge-watched it in an entire day. Help me!
You did this to yourself.
I did. No, one of the things I really appreciate is they did not end Season 2 on what I will call a BS cliffhanger.
Bullsh.
Yes. What they left a lot of room for the story to grow, and I'm trying not to spoil anything, and there was obvious directions of conflict and interest where the story could go, and it gives you a tremendous amount of interest for the next season, but it doesn't end on one of those BS cliffhangers where you're like, I have to wait another year for the next season? No. So, it ended...
So the car doesn't go off the cliff and it just stops in midair and you don't know, will they go over the cliff and die?
Well, there, Duke boys. No,
Will they go over the cliff and die, or will they go over the cliff and there will be a mattress truck just so conveniently going by underneath them?
No.
Find out next year.
It ended on a very satisfying note.
It's like, okay, so I know what's happening, but there's still more that's going to happen. But I don't want to punch kittens right now.
But it's have you seen Breaking Bad?
I have.
Okay, so you've seen through the end of season 4?
I've seen all of it.
Yes. So you know at the end of season 4,
You know, I told you about it.
well, yes,
You
well,
helped me with it.
That's right. Well, at the end of season 4, he's like, "I won," and then that could have been the end of the series right there.
Yeah.
That's where this series is right now. It's like there's plenty of places to go with it, but it's a very satisfactory conclusion to the season. So,
Nice.
on that note, if you haven't watched House of Cards yet, there's 2 seasons on Netflix. Highly recommend both of them. If you're snowed in, I mean, really, what else is there to do? Great shows.
Now, speaking of, I was on the Hulu site a couple days ago,
Hulu.
and
They don't have a song. They should have a song. It sounds like they should have some sort of song.
like the Yahoo Yodel.
Yeah. Hulu. Wait,
There you
that's
go.
Yahoo. But
So Yahoo should buy out Hulu just so they can do that.
something like that.
I love it.
Hulu.
So on Hulu
Wait, that's NBC.
Plus, no, stop it. They have Series 19 of Top Gear, the good Top Gear.
Hulu.
Yes, exactly. And something I found by accident, but I'm very happy I did.
Did you take your underpants off?
Yes, but that's not the point.
Okay.
They also
Well, it
have...
might be.
Maybe. But it's my house, so screw you. That sucked. There we go. They have MXC.
Huh?
You've never seen MXC?
I saw reference to it the other day, and then I kind of dismissed it because I didn't know what it was. What is MXC?
Have you seen your parent company show Wipeout?
That's right, Ken.
Yes.
Thank you. Rob knows exactly what it is. Basically, Wipeout is what... Actually, I should say...
Wipeout wishes it was this cool.
Well, MXC is what Wipeout is basically based off of. It's like an
Gotcha.
Americanized version.
Press your luck now!
Kind of, sort of.
Yes.
But yeah, basically, it's a Japanese television show called Tedeschi's Castle. I
Yes.
believe that's how it's said. And...
Made for American television.
No, it wasn't. Actually, it's fully Japanese from the mid-90s, and they just took all the tapes and they just dubbed it over with
Awesome.
American voices.
Fantastic.
Made up...
Accurately.
What's that?
And not accurately. They made up their own crap.
Oh yeah, they made up everything. They renamed the characters and
So
everything.
everything's dubbed over completely.
100%.
It's like riff tracks, but with Wipeout.
Exactly.
And, except it's MXC, the original thing.
Exactly.
Which is
And
kind of
it's
funny
great.
because I remember watching, Rob was watching, I don't remember what anime you're watching from Japan, and it had the English dubs on it, and it was horrible.
Was it?
It's fine.
What are you talking about? It was fine.
Fine.
Like, there is less overacting on this show.
Alright, see, first off, it's
I overact less, and
first
that's
off,
something
that
to
show was
say.
a comedy spoof. It was supposed to be like that.
It's a comedy spoof?
Yes.
Well, now
Are
that you
you
know
sure?
that, now it makes sense.
I've seen the entire thing.
In Japanese?
Sure.
Okay. Sure. All right, well, that's tremendous. How many episodes of that have you watched?
Oh, over time I've seen all of them, but now they're there again. I'm like, it used to be on Spike. Spike is the one who brought them over and redo the whole thing. I don't think it's on. If it is, it's like probably at like 3 a.m. But
Probably.
yeah,
That's
but
when all the TV's on.
but-
3 in the morning.
Yeah,
See? Like this morning, 3 in the morning. That's when the good TV's on.
exactly. But you should definitely catch an episode or two.
I may check that out now that I've completed the season 2.
Yeah, skips the very first episode because they're kind of just getting a feel for everything.
Right?
Just go right to season 1, episode 2.
Very good.
That's when they start to pull it all together.
Cool.
Ooh, where are you on?
So you have tech news, I take it.
I guess.
Or geeky news.
What are we calling
Or
it now?
techie geek news. Geeky tech news. Tech to the geeky news.
Well, we don't because
news.
Rob's all the way over there.
Oh, well, there you go.
Can Doug do it on his own?
By the way, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, bite me.
I got you a present.
Bite me again, anyhow.
Well, I really didn't.
Yeah.
I was hoping you get all
Hallmark
excited.
holiday.
So hoping I get you all excited and then I could crush your dreams. But apparently the holiday's already done that.
I crushed the holidays dreams.
Yes. All right. Fair enough. What was it that Grumpy Cat said today? It was like,
can imagine.
don't be sad that you're alone on Valentine's Day because you're alone the other 364 days of the year or something like that. Or no one likes the other 364 days of the year too. Something like that.
Something along those lines.
Grumpy Cat's funny.
He's my idol.
There are some Valentine's Day quotes though. Do you want to hear any of those?
I do.
All right. Well, Grateful Dead said, "Without love in the dream, it will never come true." That's not true. Let's see. You shouldn't listen to a woman who's just had her heart broken. We tend to lie. It's from
Legit.
Desperate Housewives, I guess. When you're in love with someone, you want to be near him all the time, except what you are out buying things and charging them to him. It's
Yeah.
Biggie. I'll be the moon that when the sun goes down, just to let you know that I'm still around. That's how strong my love is. Oh, that's how strong my love is. That's Otis Redding.
Did you see my updated Facebook profile picture?
Oh, wait. This one's for you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm nauseous and tingly all over. I was either in love or I had smallpox. Woody Allen. Yes. David
Hoff.
Hasselhoff, yes.
It's the Hoff.
Yes, Jay?
Did you see my Facebook profile picture today?
Oh, yes. Cupid who was shot in the back with an arrow.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, I do pay attention. Now, we
do.
love the geek
We love the geek.
just as much as Jay loves Valentine's Day.
Well,
Well, probably more.
More.
Anyways, deploy the eye beacon. There's an eye there.
no, it's right.
Jay's just not right. Jay?
Do you have an iPhone?
I do.
Then you can go and download something called iBeacons.
I will. What is it?
You won't.
Oh.
You will have no reason to. Well, if you're going for work, you might. So iBeacon is this app that I guess has been out for a while, but what happens is that all these Major League Baseball stadiums are going to get iBeacons. You
Okay.
download the Major League Baseball's app on your iOS 7 equipped device, and it'll... Ooh, there it is. And what it'll do is it'll give you all kinds of information, discounts at that stadium. It'll tell you where your seat is. It'll give you videos. It'll tell you sales that are going on for vendors and all this other cool stuff. Right now, Dodger Stadium and Petco Park, which is, for some reason, in San Diego, that's what they call it now, are the only two that have it. But by the time the season starts this year, there should be 20 stadiums with it.
So it's an app to sell me more crap.
There's only 17 teams.
There's going to be 20 of them.
It's an app to sell me more crap. I don't want it.
Oh.
There you go. All right, next news story. Trying to keep our head above water. That's what we do for an hour and a half every week. So you can move on to the next news story because this clearly isn't tech news. Or is it?
Yeah, I don't know where half the story went, but luckily I remember some of it. All right, so,
Ah,
as we've been telling you for quite some time now,
We have?
Nintendo is barely keeping their head above water.
oh, yes.
Because they're sadly well beyond recognition anymore. But what they're doing is that they're trying to take all their games that actually did well from the past and bring them to the future.
The future!
It's true. So, I really... Ooh, wait. Can I hit undo? Ooh, can I hit undo?
Is the in the future? Are you more prepared?
No. Oh, there we go.
The future sucks.
So, in the spring, what they're going to do is they're going to be taking all kinds of Game Boy Advance, a couple other, like Nintendo 64 games, and they're going to bring them all to the future. And they're going to have them on the Wii U shop. So you can get F-Zero, Mario Advance 2, WarioWare, Advance Wars.
Nintendo, I'm going to let you on a little secret. Nostalgia only lasts so long.
Well, they're trying.
Poorly. All right, cable company Kumbaya! Holy hell, the unholiest union of them all.
It's true. So what do Time Warner, Comcast, Charter, Google, Microsoft, and Motorola all have in common?
A market cap of over $20 billion?
Yes. Good.
Okay.
You've been studying. But what they also want to do is combine all their powers, kind of like Captain Planet, and put all their Wi-Fi together as one big Kumbaya Wi-Fi provider.
Oh, this isn't the story I'm thinking of, but go on.
No. So basically they're trying to expand their Wi-Fi, much like cellular companies did like 15 years ago. where it's like, okay, you can use our stuff too. Yay, kumbaya.
Trying to unify their Wi-Fi networks.
Exactly. So they're trying to make one ginormo Wi-Fi network. So if you're going around, unfortunately, Cablevision's not part of this. Maybe it's just not listed, or maybe they just haven't gotten.
You said Cablevision.
No.
Oh.
Time Warner Comcast Charter.
Oh, well, there you go.
But so what they're trying to do is by 2018, they're trying to get like massive amounts of just Wi-Fi coverage, like everywhere for everyone. So
Unify their Wi-Fi hotspots under one name and brand, so you can use your Wi-Fi device anywhere that there is coverage. Hey, and NASA's full-service robot.
So
a satellite that services a satellite.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's a robot. So humans don't have to do it and blow up. So if you're a satellite and you're floating around in space, so picture Brad as a satellite. Now every satellite has fuel because it has to fire rockets and jets and stuff to keep where it needs to be. Unfortunately, said rockets run out of fuel. Yeah. And when it runs out of fuel, basically it's just done. It just kind of floats around and is worthless. So either A, we just ship it out into space and it will be found in like 80,000 years by someone, or we just blast it out of the sky with lasers. What they want to do is they want to make a robot.
Pretty sure neither of those is true, but anyways.
It is in my world. What they want to do is they want to make a robot that's going to go up and try to refuel these satellites so we can get more life out of them.
And what happens to a satellite that refuels it?
Well, we just blow that up.
So either way,
that-
we're blowing a satellite up.
Yes! All it is a little service droid.
Oh, well, there you go. Those are not the droids you're looking for. Kicking some more cancer ass. Yeah, with Google Glass, mind you.
I don't know if it's specifically Google Glass, but it's something very close or similar.
No, it's Google Glass. Basically what it is they use this special pigment which binds to cancer cells, and then using Google Glass and a special camera filter, doctors are able to actually see cancer cells under ultraviolet light. So when
That shit glows.
Yeah, so
I
when
saw a
they're-
picture of it. I'm
when
like,
they're removing it, when they're actually cutting out, the cancer, they can actually make sure they get all of it so it doesn't spread.
it's kind of like the knife that can sense it out that we told you about many, many moons ago.
Yeah.
But there's a knife that will actually sense out the cancer. Now, this is going to go along with said knife.
They actually did the first operation with it, which presumably was a success.
Yeah,
And
they did
now
say that, but they
clinical
didn't tell
trials-
us.
Yeah, clinical trials are now starting to be underway, which is pretty badass.
Yeah, but if you have a cancer-sniffing knife and now a pair of glasses that will actually just make it glow,
Right?
that's awesome.
That is pretty cool.
That is awesome. That way you don't have to go
The
back for...
future!
It is the future. And you don't have to go back for second visits, which is the big thing.
That's true. So, it's a shitty job, but right. It's a shitty job, but...
It's a shitty job, but...
It's a shitty job, but...
But the Japanese are going to make it a little less shitty.
Okay.
The Japanese, in their crazy, crazy minds, now have a diaper that tells you when it's full or wet. So there's no more grabbing your child and shoving their ass in your face. You poopy, didn't you?
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
For a second, I had adult diaper stuck in my mind, and I'm like, if you don't know when you shit yourself, then really?
You really are tired, aren't you?
That diaper should just be filled with cyanide at that point.
But they are making adult diaper versions as well for those that are on in years. and-
Huh?
Yeah.
I shit myself twice!
So what it does is, it's one of those printed, like the circuits that they can print now. They basically take those, put it into there. It can sense either moisture or a difference in pressure, i.e. shedding the diaper. And it's like,
Or in
oh,
your case,
you got
a
heavier.
really strong fart.
False alarm, false alarm. It's okay.
Oh, yes. Jay, your ass is beeping.
It's true. Why is my ass beeping?
It always beeps. I am Iron
Man.
Man.
Okay. So the military,
Yes.
by the year 2018,
That's not that far off. It's 4 years.
it is, wants to have actual, real-life, working Iron Man suits. No, those would be Transformers. You're getting close. It's an inverted transformer.
Okay,
It's
that's
called
pretty
the
badass.
Tactical Assault Light Operator Suit.
Pretty badass.
It is pretty badass.
I want one.
And by this year, by June of this year, they are going to have three prototypes.
That's cool.
Hey, the news story said it, so it must be true, and it was on the internet.
I'm sorry. All I'm picturing is like those scenes from the original RoboCop when they like test those out, and like the robot's like no.
But the coolest thing is,
How about that just scene in Iron Man 2?
they're going to have a synthetic substance, and the material has the capability to shift from a liquid state to a solid state within milliseconds. So basically, it's going to be bulletproof.
I believe they
And
call
that
that
sounds awesome.
cornstarch and water in the correct proportions.
Delicious.
We'll do that. We'll do that science experiment sometime. You ever do that?
Sorry, I meant
There you go.
I think you were right either way. Oh yeah, what's the app of the week? Ooh, it looks delicious. Oh, no, I would not like to connect to Wi-Fi, but thank you. Max Axe, a radical action game. Ooh, trifecta with trumpets and everything. Well, this looks like loads of fun. Blow stuff up. Okay, so evidently it's a game called Max Axe. And it's a little guy with a red beard and eyebrows and hair and, well, basically red everything. And I guess you just...
It's a lumberjack Viking, and he slices everything. The end.
with trumpets.
There you go.
And you blow stuff up.
Yes.
So there you go. It's free.
All right, Jay. I have a poll for you. Don't look at your paper here.
You have a poll for me, eh?
Yeah, sure.
Well,
All right. Now, some Valentine stats from the book "Are You Normal?" about sex, love, and relationships
nope. But continue.
by Bernice Canner.
Good old Bernice.
Now, give me an estimate here. There will be a quiz. This is it.
Damn.
How many % of couples go to a restaurant on Valentine's Day?
Percentage-wise,
Yes.
78%.
No.
Damn it.
They have to go together?
Do they have to go together?
Legitimate question, but I'm going to guess since it's Valentine's Day, yes.
I'm going to go with no, Doug, but go on.
Am I too high or too low?
Way too high.
Really?
Yes.
Way too high. Like 34?
You're close. 38%
Wow.
go to a restaurant.
Really?
Now, how many % dine at home?
Well, if 38% go out, I'm going to say 62% go and stay home. I would think that.
but you would be wrong.
God damn it.
Try way low.
Much lower again?
Yes.
Like lower than the first number?
Yes. There's other stuff people do.
No, they don't. You have two options for eating. In or out.
But not everyone eats on Valentine's Day.
They starve themselves. I just want my candy. Nom, 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 nom.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Oh, boy. I set myself up for that one. I
You
didn't even
did,
mean
yeah.
it. I didn't even mean that one.
Likely story. It's Freudian slip. But anyways, how many % dine at home?
16?
12.
Damn. I was off by 4% again.
How many % go out and see a show?
They still do that? I thought that stopped in the 50s.
No, they can go to a concert.
Really?
Or a play or the Warner. Which has reasonable facsimiles of both of those things.
24%.
No.
Damn it. Way too low?
Hi.
6%.
10.
I was off by 4 again.
Yes. Now, how many % go on a Valentine's Day getaway? Come on, Jay. I believe in you.
I'm glad you do. So just like up and leave.
Yes.
Let's go somewhere.
Yes.
19%.
No.
Damn it. Way too high or way too low?
So what you're saying, how many couples do you know?
I know my mom and dad. That's about it.
Well, you have lots of friends who are couples.
Not that they'll admit.
Fair enough. How many of them do you know who've gone on a getaway like today for Valentine's Day? One?
1.
Really?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Out of all the couples that I honestly, truthfully know,
So about what percentage is that of the couples you know?
like 5.
See? You can work this out.
But math hurts brain.
Yes. Now this is also interesting.
How many don't give a shit and do nothing?
Now, how much do men spend on Valentine's Day gifts?
Round it up to the nearest 1, 10, 100.
Here's 10.
Nearest 10. I'll say $80.
More.
Really?
Yes.
$1.25.
Well, that's not around to the nearest 10, but it's $107, so yeah, around 110.
All right. So
How about women? How much do women spend?
$2. Is a card that says you better have bought me something nice. All
Probably, but
right. I'll say, honestly,
yeah.
I don't know, like bag of candy, maybe a little teddy bear, $20.
46.
Really?
Yep.
What the hell are they buying?
I don't know.
I don't know because I loathe it. So
There you go. Now, what percent of men and what percent of women think giving a gift counts as foreplay?
men 100%, women about 5.
No and no.
Damn. Men has got to be a high number.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
A lot,
Guys
of,
aren't that smart.
a lot of men lied on this one.
Oh, well, that makes sense then. Is it under half?
Yes.
Really? That actually really surprises me.
29% of men,
No kidding.
18% of women think giving a gift is foreplay.
18% of women actually concurred with it?
Yeah. So that means 29% of guys are like, here's some Russell Stover. Let's bone.
Well, if the...
Come on.
Well, yeah, no, I'll give you that. But, like, if the Valentine's Day gift was, like, a box of condoms or a vibrator or something, then I can understand where you're going with it. Because then that is foreplay because, basically...
Russell Stover's really changed their market ever since I last bought it.
Or they have, like, little penis-shaped
All right,
chocolates now?
that's enough out of that.
I don't know.
Now,
I don't know. I don't do this.
apparently, you buy candy.
Well, yeah, but not for Valentine's Day, just because I'm fat and I'm happy.
Do you ever find a vibrator in your candy?
There's that one time, but...
All right, let's not talk about that one. How many percent of women like getting Valentine's Day flowers at work?
68%.
2% off, 70.
Damn.
What percent of women consider practical gifts like everyday clothes or gift certificates to be inappropriate?
A lot of them. That's not the time for that. I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna go like 87.
Way off.
Really?
Yep.
I say $100 lower.
$100 lower.
That's really sad that I know what you're referencing. Like 42?
23.
Damn.
Now, this is it. I found this stat to be most interesting of all. What percent of women would ditch a guy who gave them money?
Yeah, Valentine's Day is not the day for money. That's like buying her. That's like prostitution.
$200. So let's bone. You would be better off. You'd be better off giving them a box of Russell Stovers than $200 cash.
Serious. Personally, I go to Munson's because I have a little higher taste.
Ooh, yes, there you
But
go. What percent of women would ditch a guy who gave them money?
gave them money. 38.
Less.
Really?
Yep.
25?
Less.
15?
14.
That's it.
Which means 86% of people would not. Doesn't mean it's a good idea, it just means they wouldn't ditch your ass.
Hi, honey. I had no idea what to get you, and I put no time or thought into it, so here's $1.
And what percent of men would love to get stock shares for Valentine's Day?
What company?
It depends. Berkshire Hathaway, who knows?
Well, depends under garments. Well, that's a weird stock to buy, but all right, let's go with I'm going to guess like 13% because those are like the percent of like wealthy people. in this
38.
country. Are you serious?
Serious.
Come on, it better be Apple or Google, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Now, this is all. Now, it's coming up on award season, right?
I guess.
Now, I've been to the sports Emmys before.
Did you win any?
No.
Are you gonna?
Someday.
Yes.
But anyways, the Oscars. Now we always get a gift bag there, and we've pulled out the stuff out of the gift bag. Some pretty funny stuff, some pretty good stuff, some tasty stuff
There's
in there.
decent
Right?
stuff in there, yeah.
Now I don't think it compares at all to what the Academy Awards will be giving away for their swag bags.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Give me a general topic. I'm gonna try to guess what it is.
Oh, what's in the bag?
Absolutely. It's like electronics. Is there something electronic in there?
Travel.
Travel?
Yes.
Okay.
If you get this one, I will literally crap myself on this chair, and they will have to throw this chair in the dumpster.
And you're gonna have to buy him a new chair.
Barbados.
What's that?
2 days in Barbados.
No, not 2 days in Barbados.
Electric shave. Oh,
Not electric. Really?
electric shave.
Travel.
Not lecture shave travel size.
Good to go, baby.
first class tickets on an airline to a destination of their choosing?
No. No.
But you weren't completely no. You're like, no.
No.
You're kind of like, eh. I was trying.
This is
I was really trying to get you to shit in that chair. I really
This is
was.
very specific.
Okay, go ahead, lay it on.
It's a $15,000 personalized walking tour of Japan.
I would love that.
Yes.
I want to go to Japan.
There's also
I don't know how to speak it, but I'm sure someone over there knows English.
There's also this is a feel-good package for celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
There is a $9,000 Best of Vegas package that includes penthouse suites, show tickets, and meet and greets with Boyz II Men. So they can be like,
I wouldn't mind being Boyz II Men. I've always liked
because they
their
can be
music.
like, I'm so much more famous than you are. I feel good about my career.
Boyz-
They're like, no matter how good, how bad my career is, I'm still not Boyz II Men.
No, Boyz II Men were the good ones. They had a lot of hits.
Like?
Then one of their members kind of hit the drugs and faded off the
Like,
face.
what was one of their hits?
To the end of the road.
End of the road, I'll make love to you.
How does the end
They
of the
did-
road? How does the end of the road go?
Although we've come
School graduation.
to the end of the road.
I'm just playing along. I don't know.
Okay. Then how did you sing along with me if you didn't know what it was?
Because I can rap anything in there too.
We're having a Boyz II Men moment later,
All right, fair enough.
actually.
There is also a $4,000 adventure in the Canadian Rockies
What? The men.
with Boyz II Men. There was Aviv 613 vodka from Israel. It's infused with spiritually positive energy, so they say,
The men.
from Boyz II Men.
From Boyz II Men.
There's a $250 bottle of organic maple syrup
Made from Boyz II Men.
made from Boyz II Men. This, all right.
Too far.
I'm gonna let everyone in on a little secret. If you're buying real maple syrup, it's organic. Like, maple syrup is you stick a tap in a tree, you get. Oh, now we can't put this on YouTube.
You asked because you didn't know what it was.
No,
I don't think we got 7.
Well, YouTube's a bitch. Anyways, no, if you buy maple syrup, it's all organic. I don't know how it's a $250 bottle of organic maple syrup. Unless
Because it
it's
came
like,
from only the finest maple tree.
like it's like $80 like a gallon of syrup. So is this like a 3-gallon jug of maple syrup?
Yes.
It's $15 of maple syrup.
Yeah.
Most of it is the word organic.
Yeah, $15 of maple syrup with the word organic. All maple syrup, unless you're like Aunt Jemima, is not maple syrup. That is like corn syrup.
Are people like adding stuff to syrup?
No. Maple syrup is like if you go next door to Peaches and Cream when there's still maple syrup. If you get one of those things, it's just sap boiled down to maple syrup. Caramelizes the sugar, which gives it that light brown color. Golden delicious. Anyways, $850 worth of personal training, so about 5 minutes. $500 for an in-home aromatherapy and massage session. Herbal lollipops to weight loss gummies. And $6,000 worth of natural pet food donations.
No, like iPhone or Android tablet or Beats,
No,
In
apparently
ear-
not.
like a Bose noise canceling in-ear
And here's
headphones.
the thing: if they do accept the swag bag, they got to pay taxes on it all. In
Yeah, I'm
California, that's like they'd have to pay like $20,000 in taxes on a $55,000 swag bag. Enjoy that.
I don't know if that'd be worth it. Although for the trip to Japan, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Drake is not at all pleased with the Rolling Stone magazine. There's a huge interview with the rapper in the new issue, but the cover went to the late Philip Seymour Hoffman. Drake tweeted yesterday, "They also took my cover from me last minute and ran the issue. I am disgusted with that. Oh, R.I.P. to Philip Seymour Hoffman. All respect due, but the press is evil." Because of that, Drake also tweeted that he's done with magazine interviews. Quote, "I just want to give my music to the people. That's the only way my messages get across accurately. The issue is out today."
Not a huge fan of his music. I've heard a few songs. I mean, he's decent, just not my
Eh.
genre. But he's a really nice guy.
Yes. Stupid Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, he played Dusty in Twister.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I
Yes, you did. You told me last week.
Well, that's because they told me last week, so
All
I
right,
told
well, there
you.
you go. Well, we're not getting away from it, Jay. It's Valentine's Day.
Still,
And Billboard magazine has put together a list of the biggest love songs ever to hit the Hot 100.
Ooh, is this a list?
It is. Can you name any on the top 10?
That damn Whitney Houston song.
Yeah. Whitney Houston's from The Bodyguard.
What? Which one's that?
I Will Always Love You.
I will always love you. Yep,
You do
that's
that a
number
little
6.
too well. Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On.
Nope, count it.
Really? It's not?
Nope, not on
I
the
am
list.
shocked. How about Sexual Healing from Marvin Gaye?
No.
Damn. Anything from Barry White?
No.
Wow.
Anything from Tom Jones.
No Tom Jones.
Wayne Newton?
No Wayne Newton.
What the hell? Boyz II Men? Going back to them?
Who? But what song?
I'll Make Love to You.
Yeah, that's number 2.
Number 2.
What else you got?
Trying to think. Because there's really... Is it something from rather recent? Because there's not a lot of love songs from...
There's quite a few.
Really?
Like number 10,
Yeah?
Ray Charles with I Can't Stop Loving You.
Pretty sure that did not come out recently.
No.
Okay.
How about The Emotions? Number 9, Best of My Love.
Don't think I know it, to be honest.
Whatever. 8, Because I Love You, the Postman song from Stevie B.
Because I love... Yep, okay.
7, Let Me Love You from Mario.
Song?
What's that?
How about that Brian Adams song from Robin Hood?
Nope, no Bryan Adams song.
Yay!
What was
6,
the last one you just said?
Let Me Love You from Mario.
Okay.
Number 6, I Will Always Love You from Whitney Houston.
All right.
5, Silly Love Songs from Wings. 4, How Deep Is Your Love from the Bee Gees. Number 3, We Found Love, Rihanna featuring Calvin Harris. 2, I'll Make Love to You from Boyz II Men. And number 1, you want to take a guess at this one?
I have been trying. I'm half of them I haven't even heard of.
This list.
Just gotta guess.
This list is not endless, Jay.
Oh.
Endless Love.
There you go, Endless Love. Number 1.
By who?
Diana Ross and Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see, what else? Well, there you go. Do you want to get... you know what? There was a tech news story that you completely missed.
I probably didn't miss it. I probably just glazed over it.
Comcast
I was watching the Olympics.
is trying to buy Time Warner Cable.
No, they are.
$459 a share in an all-stock deal that will combine the 2 largest cable companies in America into one big, terrible cable company. Unlike Cablevision. Bling! Comcast has around 23 million subscribers. Time Warner has close to 12 million. The deal, reportedly worth $45 billion, is set to be announced, or has actually been announced.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the FTC and the FCC and the
I find
FAA. And
I
whatever.
have a really hard time believing
They're
that
gonna be a monopoly.
that
Damn,
the
damn close.
FCC would let this through. I mean, they're like, it will only improve service and prices for the customer. BS. It's like the 2 worst performing cable companies in the nation combining to make one giant, slower behemoth.
Exactly.
No. No.
No.
No.
No.
No.
All right. So before we continue,
Yes.
in light of the recent snowstorm,
Yes.
I think it's time for another not
Top
so,
3?
No. Well, that's
Oh.
coming next. No, I think it's time for another Not So Late Show PSA
Okay.
because I've been seeing.
Don't whiz on the electric fence.
It's a public service announcement, Rob.
Well, if you whiz on the electric fence and you listen to us, you would have wished you had listened to us.
That's marginal. We're like.
Have you ever
50
whizzed on the electric fence?
I can't say anything has ever driven me to do that.
Jason Fuller did that once.
And
He had a kid right after that.
so to get your wife pregnant, whiz on an electric fence? Is that weird?
That's right, I'm
Electric
drawing
fe-
those parallels.
Electric fences get your wife and or girlfriend at the time pregnant.
And adultery. Anyways,
Oh, cool. So since we just had a snowstorm of fairly decent proportion,
yeah,
about a foot, give or take,
that's what she said.
that's true. She wishes. For some reason, I feel that it's now time to
By the way,
remind,
since when do we color coordinate?
since you got the memo today.
Oh, okay. That is. It feels like a cult, but all right.
So I've seen a couple things happening on the roads that just kind of disturb me, and I think they need to be addressed.
Well,
I've seen a lot of things, but
just
these are
because I'm
snow
doing
related.
donuts doesn't mean I'm not paying attention.
No, but donuts are okay. Just don't do them in the middle of the road. Parking
Well,
lot.
I was hungry.
Delicious. So it's time for a Not So Late Show PSA.
Okay.
Number 1. If there's a foot and a half of snow on the roof of your car, don't be a lazy bastard and expect air to remove it for you. Take that shit off the roof of your car.
Or go 65 miles an hour on the freeway, slam on your brakes, and watch that stuff just fly right off the roof.
Then you hit the ice patch that you don't see because it's black ice, and then you just...
Telephone pole.
Well, not on the highway, I hope.
The resulting fire will get rid of the snow in your
Oh,
car.
there you go. Yeah,
Yes.
so let's not have the car catch on fire just to remove snow. Plus, don't forget, I believe they just passed what they call the ice missile law, what they so called nicely.
Is that when you're in bed with a beautiful woman, but your feet are cold, and she's like, get that ice missile away from me?
That was a stretch.
Really was. That's what she said.
That's true, too.
Oh.
No, it's the thing where it's like, I'm not going to take the snow off the roof of my car because I'm just going to jump on the highway and just let it all fly off behind me.
That'll keep you from tailgating.
Well, it sure will, but it's also... it'll keep him back about 500 feet, but it's also now against the law.
Back 500 feet off the side of the guardrail. Yeah.
Down the embankment. So that's number 1.
I'm just saying, that's my PSA.
That'll
That'll keep
that's
those
Brad's
tailgates.
personal.
That'll keep those tailgates off you.
That's awesome. It really is. Number 2 is clean your windshields. Do not, and I saw this twice already.
Listen. If I decide to drive backwards on the highway because my rear window's clear and my front window's not, that's my deal.
If the front
I'm
window...
going to do the K-turn on the highway when I'm good and ready and my front windshield's defrosted.
That's true. I don't have time to wait. I'm going to go any way I need to. Yeah, but there's people who literally go scrape, 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 and make a hole this big, just enough for you to look out.
I
and
like
the one
it
in the
when
back.
I get to play freaking Red October, okay? That's the only
Single
time...
ping.
Well, no, that's like Periscope. Ping. I make the sound when I'm in the car. It's like, ping, there's a warship on the horizon.
Oh, but it's horrible. You have no peripheral anything. Hey, I hear a siren. Wonder where it's coming from. I'll just stop here dead in the middle of the road and I'll just wait for it to go by.
Listen, do you want to see that giant sheet of ice coming at your car? Do you want to be oblivious to it? I kind of don't want to know what's coming. I mean, if it's going to hit me and I'm falling 5 feet off the guy, I'd rather not know.
Well, it's legit. Ignorance is bliss. So let's see. Number 3, which I've watched this happen many times. I'm like, someone's going to die. Luckily, they don't. But there's a lot of snowbanks like right up against intersections at roads, and people just
They're
decide
softer than cars.
well, that's true. But when you're on the road and you're going to an intersection, don't go halfway in the intersection, then stop so you can see around. Stop where you're supposed to, then kind of inch out to see what's coming. Although it is interesting and fun to watch when people just
I'm just saying,
Ah!
it's easier insurance-wise if they total the car
Yeah.
rather than getting it fixed. Getting it fixed is a pain in the ass. I'd rather the insurance company just total it all together, and, we just take care of that in one fell swoop.
Not if it's your insurance.
You sure?
Well, then your rates are going to go up
Are they?
for about 5 years.
Are they?
Oh, they are.
Oh, really?
You live in Connecticut. You even have to ask?
Truly?
Oh, yeah. Trust me.
Jason?
Yes.
Okay, I got nothing.
Yeah, trust me. You live in the insurance capital of the world.
What if I drive up on the snowbank to get a better height? Like I'm going up to the top of a hill.
I want to watch.
Yeah.
Especially with your car, I want to watch.
I'm just saying,
You
that's
may
what,
have four-wheel drive, but...
if I can't see into the intersection, that's what people do when they're lost in the wilderness. They're like, I know, I'll go to a high point so I can see the surrounding valleys around me. So you get the snowbanks by the edge of the road. If I
Right.
drive up on one of those, I can see the incoming traffic without even going in the road.
Rob, didn't we just talk about this at dinner time?
Something like that,
Yeah. Basically, this is what happened. You climb, you get to the top, and then all of a sudden, the snow will give out and just go...
Then I'm back down to road level. I've seen everything, and I can continue on my merry way.
Oh, no, you can't, because if you're on top of a snowbank and you just go right into it, you ain't budging.
It's not quicksand.
Until spring. No, it's quick snow.
Oh.
It's quick pack.
Oh.
It's not cheap. Quick pack
At
sale?
least it will be like cryogenically preserved until spring.
Hey, I remember this car.
Yeah.
It still has half a tank. Sweet.
Yeah, see? Found gas. It'd be like a 20 in your pocket after the laundry. Yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
It's all yucky. So there is the Not So Late
Got any
Show.
more PSAs that I can tear apart?
Probably,
All right.
but I'll just let you read some more.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I only have 4 more pages of news stories.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, we can do top 3.
Oh. Hey, this is actually interesting. February 13th, yesterday, was
was
apparently the most cited date for a pre-Valentine's Day dinner.
Pre-Valentine's?
Yeah, but the
So
entire
it's-
week has been fair game for free pre-Valentine's Day events at restaurants, boutiques, and hotels from California to London to Hong Kong. Proponents say that going out to eat on a pre-Valentine's Day carries all the romance of the actual day, but a more sophisticated, relaxed way, because you avoid the crowds and waiting times associated with the day.
Is there a lot of pressure on Valentine's Day I'm not aware of?
Well, a lot of people book, the restaurants will be much more crowded. And you could be like, listen, honey, I love you every day of the year. Let's go before Valentine's Day and celebrate our relationship. Doug, did you take Sweetie out for
Are they
Valentine's
Irish?
Day?
They sound like they're Irish.
Or like pre-Valentine's Day dinner or something?
No, I'm here.
Oh, that's right. You're here. Did you cook her dinner or something at some point?
No,
Are you going out to dinner tomorrow?
no.
You're a horrible husband.
He unwrapped a popsicle and handed it to her.
Oh, well, that's
Happy
not,
Valentine's Day.
Foreplay.
that counts as foreplay.
You already had that happen twice.
Yes.
Haven't you learned?
So actually, Doug, being the only married person in the building,
Sucker.
sucker, like, how often do you guys like actively like celebrate like Valentine's Day, or do you guys have like a marital pact where it's like we don't celebrate Valentine's Day?
No, we celebrate Valentine's Day. The birthdays are huge. Valentine's Day is not huge, but we celebrate it. Christmas is big. Anniversary, we don't care. Seriously.
Really?
Honestly, my parents are like, oh, you gotta go out and here's a card and it's your anniversary. Neither of us cares.
We had our day
It's nice to know Sweetie's thinking of you on Valentine's Day, though, when she gives you a huge box of chocolate.
and tries to kill you.
That's true.
Yes. He's very sensitive to sugar, you see.
It's true. The sugar illness.
Yes, let's see. Comcast Time Warner. Hey, Tupac Shakur biography is back on again.
Is he hosting it?
Apparently, the Hollywood
Narrating it?
Reporter.
Hosting, narrating.
I missed something. The Hollywood Reporter says John Singleton, who directed him in Poetic Justice with Janet Jackson, will rewrite, direct, and produce a film about the late rapper and actor. Film has been off and on again for the past couple of years, but the question now becomes, who will play Tupac in the film?
Tupac.
I say Anthony Hopkins.
Okay. There's only a couple minor issues about that, but
Yeah,
okay.
maybe Tom Hiddleston. Robert Downey Jr., yes. Anthony Mackie played him in the 2009 film Notorious, about rival rapper The Notorious B.I.G. Tupac's mom, Afeni Shakur, is still locked in as an executive producer on the movie.
How about the father from Family Matters?
Bill Cosby.
Oh, Bill Cosby. There you go.
Yes. Now I'm saying, shouldn't be the ripping and the hopping and the hipping and the hopping and the shooting Notorious B.I.G. in the face. Louis Black. Yes, that's a perfect fit. I would watch that documentary.
He's black by name only, though.
Yes.
Does that count?
He is the whitest black person I know.
True.
Yes. Scientists down over. Under, I'm inventing new words. Under have discovered a brand new species of giant jellyfish that will inevitably be in Rob's anime before the end of the show.
Cool.
The 5-foot creature was discovered in Tasmania. It doesn't have an official name yet, but it's being affectionately referred to as the snot jellyfish because of its slimy texture. The unclassified jelly is related to the lion's mane jellyfish, the largest jelly species in the world. One researcher says it's not really jellyfish territory here, and all we can do was stand back and admire it. Scientists think they now have enough samples and photos of the creature to give it a real name soon.
Didn't they say that jellyfish can be like freakishly years old?
Yes.
Lots and lots.
Yes.
Wow.
Stupid cephalopods. And as you know, actress Shirley Temple Black died late Monday night.
There's a lot of actors and actresses dying lately.
Is that 3?
There's like 6.
Well, they got to come in 3, so it's got to be equally divisible by 3.
Well,
Right?
then it's 6-ish.
All right.
Ish.
As you know, actress Shirley Temple Black died late Monday night of natural causes at her Woodside, California home. She was 85, and much to everyone's surprise, she was actually still alive.
Yeah, I didn't.
Well, not now, but before
that-
that, everyone everyone thinks Shirley Temple like, oh, she's long dead by now. No, she was still
Was
alive.
she always like this tall?
No.
Was she like Webster?
No.
Oh.
No, she grew up. Unlike Webster. Shirley was possibly the most famous child star ever, rising to the height of her popularity before she was 10, with the release of her movie Bright Eyes in 1934, when she sang the number that made her famous, The Good Ship Lollipop. Then she was the top draw at the box office for the next 5 years, beating out bigger actors like Clark Gable and Bing Crosby. Big enough for her to win a Special Academy Award in 1935, when she was just 6 years old. Turner Classic Movies will be airing 8 of her films in a marathon on Sunday, March 9th, starting with Heidi at 4:30 p.m. Bright Eyes will be at 8 p.m. By the way, Shirley's daughter Lori Black was the bassist for the Seattle pro-grunge band The Melvins. She's on their first 3 albums and 1 EP. Lori used the stage name Lorax Black. There you go.
So having an 8-day Templethon?
Yes.
Good for them.
And by the way, in case you're wondering how the other half lives,
I am wondering that.
you ever wonder
actually.
what they actually eat at White House state dinners?
Not really, no.
No? Jay? Do you wonder?
I do wonder, just because Rob doesn't.
Okay. What would you? All right. So this
True.
was for the French President Francois Hollande, something like that. What would you serve to the French President?
Are we going all courses or just dinner?
Anything here. I have the full menu.
No. I'm gonna guess caviar's in there somewhere.
American Astra caviar from Illinois.
Because
part of
when
the
you think
appetizers?
caviar, you think Illinois.
Yes. Osetra? Yes.
I'm gonna guess some sort of like high-level steak.
For the main course, dry-aged ribeye beef from a family-owned farm in Colorado. Served with Jasper Hill Farm blue cheese crisp from Vermont.
Of course. Let's see, for maybe like an appetizer-ish, like some sort of fancy-ass salad.
Winter Garden variety.
Okay. I wish I knew what they were laughing
I wish I
about.
knew too.
I really do.
Yes.
I haven't heard Doug laugh like that in forever.
Let's see, Ernest Borgnine laugh. That must be good.
Serious. Oh, jeez.
What? What the hell are we missing?
No, I'll stop guessing just so I can hear this.
Yeah, I'm really curious now.
I wish you guys could.
All right, okay. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Hopefully the audience can hear us. You said, Jake said some sort of high-level steak, and you said, yes, it's high-level steak. And I said, what does it have, security clearance? And Doug was like, yeah, it's got a badge. You said.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
I'm dying. I'm dying to know.
And then you said,
I can't say it.
yes, you can. I believe in you.
Too hard. You gotta do the voice. I can't do the voice laughing like this. Yes. And then I said, phone's ringing. Then I said, I'm your worst nightmare. A steak with a badge.
I guess he had to be there.
I guess he had to be there.
Screw you, it was funny.
Okay.
Sure. You have any other
All right,
guesses?
so I had a salad, I had the steak, I had the caviar.
Yep.
That's a steak with a badge.
That's true.
Steak with a
badge.
Prime.
So some sort of fancy dessert, I'm guessing.
Yep.
What exactly would they do?
Well, they also, for appetizers, they also had quail eggs from Pennsylvania and 12 varieties of potatoes. I didn't realize there was 12 varieties of potatoes.
have like
From farms in New York, Idaho, and California.
Sweet, sour, Maine, Idaho.
Maine and Idaho aren't varieties of potatoes.
Yeah, tell that to Maine and Idaho.
Fair enough. And for dessert, they had chocolate malted cake combining bittersweet chocolate from Hawaii, tangerines from Florida, served with vanilla ice cream from Pennsylvania, fudge made from Vermont maple syrup, and lavender shortbread cookies, and cotton candy dusted with orange zest.
which I found out is that you take an orange and you take a cheese
And then you
grater
zest
and
it.
you go
It's not a cheese grater, there's a zester. It's a lot finer.
cheese grater.
Zesty, zesty, zesty.
Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy.
Yes. Oh, by the way, Lincoln's birthday.
Lincoln who?
Abraham. Lincoln Abraham.
What do you ever do?
His birthday was on the 12th.
It was?
Yes, it was.
Damn, I didn't send him a card.
Did you know Abe grew a beard for the 1960 presidential campaign after a little girl named Grace Bedell wrote him a letter telling him that all the ladies like whiskers and they tease their husbands to vote for him?
Really, for the 1960 election?
1860. So he became the first president to have a beard. There you go. Try telling candidates something like that today, though. They gotta have 18 different surveys and polls before they'll even go to the bathroom just to see what toilet paper brand to use.
Did you know he hated being called Abe?
Really? Did not know that.
Yeah. Apparently he also loved cats.
Cute.
Did he really love cats?
That's what the internet said.
The internet loves cats, so I don't take that one with a grain of salt.
And according to this also article, his cat ate at the table with him.
Yes. There you go.
Mutual respect is what
There
we
you
call
go.
it.
By the way, we all know about Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, which is a model for concise speech. The great orator, Senator Edward Everett, spoke for 2 hours the same day, and nobody writes anything about his speech. Abe spoke for 2 minutes, and the speech went down in history. There you go. Now that note, get over it, everybody. Good night. Yes, no. Let's see. By the way, National Retail Federation says just 54% of people are celebrating Valentine's Day today, compared with 60% a year ago.
Yeah, because there's a lot more divorces this year than there were last year.
Yes, there you go. All right, so what do we want to do for top three, Jay? Well, you had a top three.
I did?
Yes.
Oh.
Please proceed.
Was it good?
Probably not, but go anyways.
It involved steak with a badge.
Steak with a badge.
I want to know the 90s sitcom series that would involve that, actually.
A steak with a badge?
Uh-huh. You got to come up with some sort of sitcom for me. Plot and everything.
Oh, sitcom. I had a series piece. It was going to call A1.
A1.
And he's a cop. With a badge.
So, top three.
Law and Order, USDA.
And there's an actual cow with a badge that goes around and inspects things?
Oh.
No, just a steak.
Oh. It's just a steak and it
You were
walks.
paying attention. It's just a steak with a badge.
Badge. But does the steak walk around and...
We haven't quite worked that out yet.
Well, get back to me. In the next 33 minutes. All right, so my thought... Are you reading still?
Go on, I'm paying attention.
Okay, no you're not.
Yeah,
You don't pay attention when you're tired.
that's true.
So I thought for top three,
Steak's got a mustache.
it does... Oh, like a Tom Selleck mustache?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, more like a Tom Sizemore mustache.
Delicious. Top three things in... I don't know if you want to do the country or the world, but that just need to be stopped and revamped and done again.
Cars.
Cars.
Yeah,
Why cars?
because,
You put gas in, you start, it goes vroom, and you go places.
right. I'm just saying that. But we, started on, such a horrible note, and then we went from there. Everything was designed off the Model T. Yes, it was revolutionary at the time, but we never changed, for 80 years, we did the same thing for cars.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure that Model T thing's true.
It's maybe partly true.
Wasn't the whole pedal arrangement based on Cadillac?
What,
Where the brake is, where the gas is, where the clutch is, where the handbrake
on the
is.
Model T, the gas is on the steering wheel.
That's what I'm saying. The arrangement is based
Yeah.
on, I believe it was a Cadillac. But you said every car is based on the Model T.
I just mean in general form and function, that every car has to have a damn smile on it and everything else. It's got to be anthropomorphized and everything else. I'm just saying that they basically took an idea and instead of rethinking the car at some point, they basically said, nope, this is good. We're going to do this for the next 100 years. And only now are they starting to come up with other concepts that move the steering wheel from the left-hand side to, I don't know, the center of the car, or have completely configurable arrangements.
They did that 100 years ago. Turns out people didn't like it.
Well, that was 100 years ago,
You've
people.
apparently not seen that
People
episode.
were afraid of horses back then.
That's true.
Or wait, no, they were afraid of cars and they
They were
liked
afraid of
horses.
cars.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. It's I'm still keeping my horse. I'm just saying, so cars.
Here's a question. Why do they not have single-person cars? You get in, you
What they're
drive.
called a motorcycle.
No.
Yeah.
Car.
Oh, wait, yeah, they do. You've seen that episode of Top Gear as well.
I did.
That's true. Smart
Yeah.
car. I know they have 2 seats, but for our frat ass, it's really a single-person car.
That's true. No, because I was watching. It was some, I don't know, TLC Discovery show, and like, you know what, John Cena, wrestler, WWE.
Yes.
He had them make a single-person vehicle, and picture like a, not really like an F1 car, but it's
Okay.
basically like a race car type thing, 4 wheels, but it was a center cockpit.
Yep.
Glass came over.
Yep.
Single person. You sit in, you drive.
There you go.
Had all your radio controls and like every other car, but it's just for you.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think you can save on weight and save on fuel that way.
That's what I mean. No one ever really
Right?
thought to rethink the car. There you go. What else you got, Jay? What needs to be rebooted?
Tucker called.
Tucker.
Stop thinking about it. What else needs to be rebooted?
There's a lot of things. I think laws just need to
In
be like-
general,
Well,
wipe it clean, start over?
yeah, just stop. I mean, we have taken laws and just picked them apart little by little.
Right.
We just need to just stop, go
So
back
now
to
that
the
the U.S.
beginning.
Penal Code is somewhere around 100,000 pages long?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that bad. If you do bad, then like we just throw you out.
Throw you out.
Yeah, we just like send
Like
you to,
into the ocean, like 40 miles out or something like that. Get out of the country.
yeah, basically just like,
If you swim to shore, you can come back.
yeah, we're just gonna send you to Cuba or something.
There, sure. It'll be like our Australia.
There you go.
Yes, except unwilling. But go on.
Well, I don't think they were willing either.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So laws need to be revamped.
Okay.
Healthcare needs to be revamped.
Sure.
This whole thing, just a mess.
Yep.
People who don't have anything get more than the people who do have.
Yep. Well,
Ridiculous.
you know how the whole healthcare system got screwed up. I know.
Well, I have a few ideas, but please tell me yours.
Well, I know everyone likes getting health care through their employer and all that, but think of it this way. When you don't have to pay for something, when you don't have any concept of the actual costs involved, you have no motivation to to shop efficiently for that product.
Right.
So what happened in World War II was wages were frozen at the time. So employers were not able to entice employees by raising their wages. It was a law at the time just because it was wartime.
Right.
So what they decided to do instead is they decided to start offering incentives. So non-monetary things that were basically like, okay, if you work for us, you get free health care. Stuff like that. That's basically how that got started through World War II. And then it never went away. So people were wondering, like, why did wages kind of stagnate after, basically after the 1940s, 1950s? And why have they not gone up at a pace that they did in the previous time? It's kind of why. It's
Right.
because those wages that would have gone to increasing person's pay have now gone for paying to healthcare. Now instead of people shopping on the open market and actually like going, oh, well that facility charges $1,300 for an MRI, but this one charges $600. I'll go to the one with the $600. They just go wherever they want with no concept to actually how much it costs.
Right.
So there is no motivation for the market to actually get cheaper, which is why other places where there is a far greater proportion of people buying on the open market, the prices for that stuff are a lot cheaper. There you go. And that's your history lesson for the day.
It was a good one, too.
There you go.
How about licensing?
I think that kind of goes along with laws.
Yes and no. I don't know if the laws state you need to be licensed and some laws say you don't need to be licensed
Well, that's where licensing originates from.
from law.
Yes.
So where's the law saying that if you want to go grab a stick and a string and a worm and go fishing, where'd the law state that needed to be done so you have to have a license to do that?
Oh, it's in there.
It's somewhere there.
I'm sure it's in there.
Yes.
I just think it's ridiculous.
It's somewhere there.
Because you need licenses.
You are not
to-
allowed to fend for yourself. Moving
true.
along.
Let's just stop the world. Just blow it up and just go get another planet and start over. From scratch. I saw it in a movie once. I think it'll work.
Was it from Dr. Evil going $1 million?
It might have been.
Okay, well, there you go. What else do you want to reboot?
I want to reboot probably a lot of things. I'm just having a brain fart as we speak.
Fair enough.
What would you like to reboot?
I really didn't have anything for this list.
Well, you didn't have anything else, so
Right?
Can we reboot the list?
Can we reboot the list?
we can reboot the top 3.
Yeah. I don't have anything to reboot the top 3 with. I'm sorry. I've got nothing.
Wow.
How about the top 3 conventions on TV you want to get away from?
Conventions?
Like,
Stereotypes.
yes, stereotypes. Like that.
Give me example.
Okay. Turn in your gun and badge. You're a loose cannon, McGee.
And
Red
that,
shirts die first.
Red shirts die first.
so it's almost like cliches.
That should be done away with.
Huh.
How about that?
Okay.
All right.
Shit, I'm up for anything.
Okay.
Anything with Simon Cowell on it.
Anything with Simon? Yes, anything with Simon Cowell. in it.
Anything with Simon Cowell.
The Nuclear Family.
Give me more.
Do you need?
I didn't mean that.
Do you know?
I really, I'd never heard that phrase.
Leave it to be like the quintus. Leave it to Beaver. Like the
How
quintessential.
the hell you just went from nuclear weapons to Leave It to Beaver?
No, it's not nuclear weapons. The Nuclear Family basically.
Mom, Dad,
2.4 kids. You know.
Oh, 2 kids, a dog, and a white picket fence.
Yes, exactly. The Nuclear Family.
Okay.
I'm just saying, because you have that, and it's like, well, Billy, you shouldn't have written on the sidewalk. You know? Ba 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 ba. TV news, that's affirmation, not information.
Okay.
Like, if you watch any American cable news channel, and I do mean any American cable news channel, I'm not being specific between Fox, CNN, MSNBC, any of those.
Et cetera, et cetera.
They are what I like to call affirmation over information.
Go on. I'm intrigued.
So they present opinion as fact. So it's they'll debate something, and they'll make that seem like news. When it's 2 people spouting their own views from a certain viewpoint, rather than presenting you with information about what's going on in the world.
Okay.
Like I actually encourage you, if any of you guys out there, do you guys get BBC on Cablevision?
BBC News.
Yeah.
And BBC. Yeah, news. We have news and.
Like
yeah,
BBC World Service?
BBC America.
Like, if any of you guys have a
America.
chance to watch BBC World Service, highly recommend it. Like, you'll actually see what news is. What news was at one point.
Right. Well,
So-
well, another thing that I've heard is that Al Jazeera is coming stateside.
They're already here.
Are they here?
Yeah.
They've
I
been
heard-
here for a while now.
Oh, I don't know. But I've heard that they're basically the same way as well, regardless of where they're from or whatever.
Yeah. So
But
I
they're
haven't,
very
I haven't
just
seen
informational.
it yet, but I know.
Neither have I. But
Yeah.
that's what I've heard.
But that's what I mean. It's like the things I could see done away with is affirmation over information.
Okay.
Let's see what else. Stupid cliffhangers.
You were bitching about this earlier.
I was.
Now you're back again.
Well, I keep thinking about shows that like have these huge cliffhangers and then make you wait 9 months. I think that's BS. That is nothing but
they want you to come
lazy-
back.
That's lazy writing.
They want you to come back.
Lazy writing.
That's what you call it, but they just want you to come back so they can get another season.
They know it's lazy writing. The
Okay.
writers are lazy.
What's lazy writing?
All right. If you
I just spaced out. I didn't miss the beginning.
No. Lazy writing is when you have to put a cliffhanger at the end of a season to get someone back for the following season. Like, if you can't make a show compelling or good enough on its own merits and have to put some sort of tragic mystery in the mix, that is lazy writing, and it's not good enough to stay on TV as it is.
Does that include Best of Both Worlds Part 1 and 2?
Sure.
Okay. Well, we're being fair.
Don't say anything or I'll kill you.
Right?
Breaking Bad, one of your all-time favorites, is unconscious with their cliffhangers are unbelievable.
Yes.
They're great.
And that pissed me off when I was watching the series.
It's purely because you have to wait. There's a waiting issue, right?
Yeah.
It's not lazy writing. It's because you have to wait.
It's often a crutch for lazy writers.
All right.
Because I've seen like a lot of 24. Perfect example. Like, all right, the show on its
Well, that's a
own.
bad show.
24, it's all right. You know, we're not breaking any grounds here. You know, it's like the world's gonna blow up. Beep 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 beep. See you in 9 months. You know, it's like that's basically it. You know, you weren't gonna watch an episode of 24 and be like, that changed my life. You know? Those words never left anyone's mouth, ever. And so at the end of a season, they'd be like, will Jack Bauer save the president from exploding? Find out in 9 months. Beep, 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 beep. Life changed! No, never happened.
Blondes are dumb.
Yep. Oh, you were saying that's... Oh, never mind.
No, that's very cliche.
No.
Blondes
Yeah,
are
no.
just dumb.
No, that's seriously though. That's a huge cliche. It's like...
It is. Or that just people from the South are dumb. Everyone's like, oh, you're from the South, you dumb redneck, you don't know what you're talking about, you're uneducated.
And I find this hilarious because you just said you were trying to sympathize with your Southern counterpart and make them sound not dumb. However, in order to illustrate that argument through sarcasm, you had to illustrate that was a dumb argument, and you used a Southern accent to do it.
It's true. It's true.
You just engaged in the exact activity you said was hypocritical.
It's a paradox. Now your head's gonna blow up.
Beep, 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 beep. Will Brad's head blow up? Find out next week. No,
you have to find out in 32 episodes from now.
Yes, that's pretty much it. So yeah.
Join us in October.
Yeah, October. Yep. So that drives me nuts for TV. Let's see. Blatant product placement.
Money will get you anything.
True, but I mean, like blatant product placement. Like,
And it's been there since the beginning.
it has been there since the beginning, but it hasn't always been as blatant.
Right.
No, it actually has been, actually.
Well, it's annoyed me even then.
You were like, Circle gets the square, apparently.
I agree.
Yes. Blatant product placement. Because it takes you out of whatever narrative you're actually watching.
Oh, it is totally annoying, yeah.
Actually, the best example of product placement I've ever seen, have you guys watched Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee?
No.
Jerry,
I didn't even know it existed.
It's-
Sunday.
it's basically Jerry Seinfeld, he'll meet up with one comedian and they will, drive around in some sort of, kind of cool car. And it's just like a conversation with them, edited down. They'll go somewhere and get coffee or lunch or whatever. It's really just like great interview, great talking. It's a really interesting format. But Acura sponsors that show. And they do product placement in there. And so like he was walking around with Tina Fey and he was like, oh, here, check this out. It's the new Acura RSX. And Tina Fey was like, oh, cool. Is this product placement? He's like, yes. Yes, it is. This is product placement. It was like, that does not take you out of it because that is funny. It's part of the show. It's built into the show, so it seems like a seamless execution of that. Either that, or they need to be using something during the show. Like, I should just be, like, using my iPhone during the show. They don't need to show, like, a freaking, like, glory shot of, like, oh, well, hold on, let me talk to Jack Bauer by using my iPhone, and I'll just call him right now on my iPhone. No. I've seen that done before, especially, like, the Windows Mobile stuff. Horrible product placement.
You're not going to call Jack?
No. I don't have his number.
Damn. That would have been cool.
But I'm just saying, like, that it takes you out of the narrative.
Here's a cliche I don't like. Any crime can be solved in an hour.
Yeah.
That aggravates the hell out of me.
Yes. Well, have you ever seen the conviction statistics for, was it like NCIS or whatever it is?
No.
It's like, in all the shows they've had, like, 700 convictions and, like, 2 people innocent. You can almost guarantee that they're always guilty. And when they're proven innocent, they're guilty, but they just got lucky. It'll be in a future episode. And proven guilty.
They'll just kill someone else, and then they'll be back again.
Yes.
Hooray.
Yep. Psychopaths who aren't psychopaths?
No, they're psychopaths.
No, like...
Well, they wouldn't be a psychopath then, would they?
No, like, I forget what it was, like, Hannibal Lecter, like, even in the movie, not a psychopath. There's a different psychological classification for it. But he's not a psychopath.
All right. I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah. Let's see, what else?
See, it's sad because now I'm thinking of things from my other top 3. Why is it
That
going
is
back?
sad. Well,
It
you,
is really sad.
You had your chance.
I did, and I failed.
Aw, so sad. How about,
It's been a long day.
unnecessarily shaky camera?
Didn't that, like, stop happening in, like, the 1960s?
No. Like, Born Identity. As soon as Born Identity came out, everyone's like, we gotta make it feel real.
Now, I would say the Matrix camera setup has to stop.
Oh, the
Like,
what, the
anytime
bullet
a
time?
bullet is fired, you must get a 270-degree view of it and the person going...
Even when they're
Now
shot.
we moved from television to movies.
All right, well, we're
Well,
progressing.
they've done that in television now, too.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's enough to come up with the top 3, right?
Not a good one, but sure.
Sure. All right, so number 1, Simon Cowell.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Wait, I want to change weather forecasting.
Okay.
I'm serious about this. I just want a weather forecast that tells me the actual weather and doesn't call a 12-inch storm a monster and doesn't say 2 to 4 or 2 to 6 inches is a major storm and doesn't give it 6 different names. It doesn't yell and scream about how you have to run and hide, or it's 98 degrees, so if you step outside, you're going to explode. I really would just love a weather channel or a weather station that would just say, this is a possibility, but so is this.
But then what would you do with all that time? Okay, right now it's sunny. Tomorrow it's going to be sunny, and then a snowstorm's coming, and it might drop.
Now for the
about a
next
foot.
10 minutes, looping radar. Because
Yeah.
really, that's all you care about.
Channel,
Yeah,
back
that's
in
all it is.
1980.
Yeah, I like the Weather Channel back in 1980.
It just annoys me because the build-up now is that you can't get the real weather because everything is an urgent alert. I mean, obviously there are...
All right, yes, I'm going to go with Doug. Everything breaking news.
Oh, that's a good point.
Everything breaking news.
Is that number 1 or is that number 2?
That even beats out Simon Cowell for me.
I'm not so sure about beating Simon Cowell.
All right, you're right. That's number 2.
It is Simon Cowell.
Yes. No, like breaking, like everything, like breaking news, where it's like 8 hours from the event. It's like breaking news.
Those people at least mean well. Then there's Simon
They
Cowell.
do.
At least. They're weather people anyways. Local weather. Okay, fine. Put it on top. I got shot down.
I already
So-
put it as number 2, and I'm not retyping it.
Fair enough. No, like the breaking, breaking news, or it's like.
Or when it's...
My favorite is like this just in 9 hours ago. The
Yeah,
president
I was just gonna
announced.
say.
Yes.
TV stations around here, because that's where I
How
live.
about just let's just sum this all up over hyping,
Okay.
or just hyping, because like you shouldn't hype news.
How hyping
News shouldn't
everything.
need hyping. Exactly.
There's something in your fridge that can kill you in the next half hour. Turn into 11 to find out.
Yes.
And if you're going to be asleep, well, you're going to die.
Find out how between now and the 11 o'clock newscast you may die.
Start with 6.
Yes, exactly.
So what are we calling this top 3?
Top three
Top 3 backup list.
top 3 things about TV that need to change.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a late entry.
Go on.
Making credits so we can read them again.
What do you mean the ones that are like?
Especially when they take a movie and put it on TV.
Do you really care who the director was?
Yes.
Sometimes I do, actually.
That's why I want to know who to hate or love.
Fair enough. All right, we can make that honorable mention. But what do we do for number 3? I'm gonna do affirmation as information.
That or product placement.
I say affirmation is information, honorable mentions, product placement, and credits that suck.
How do you spell affirmation?
It's like information, except AFFIRMATION. All right. Let's go through here. Hey, how about this? The Wall Street...
I just have one more just to throw out.
All right, go on.
To discuss. Event obscured by on-screen graphics.
Ah.
That aggravates the hell out of me.
All right, that replaces.
You know, news, sports.
What do you, right, Rob? Credits or that?
Drop the credits, put that in.
Whatever it is, Jay's not retyping it.
All right.
Well, I'm only getting to 1, 2, and 3 right now, so.
Instead of credits, we do graphics blocking, important stuff on screen.
Over graphics.
Yes.
Graphics over graphics. Over the graphics!
The Wall Street Journal reports MasterCard and Visa have outlined a planned shift to the new EMV, EuroPay, MasterCard, and Visa chip and PIN system in the U.S. with an October 2015 deadline to launch it. Other countries did away with the swipe and sign system years ago, and it's hoped this will keep credit card fraud incidents to a minimum. Here's how it works per consumerist.com. You use a smart card embedded with a microchip and provide a PIN, so personal identification number or information number, just like your ATM card, to complete a transaction. The chips make reproducing a card difficult for criminals, and even if the credit card information is gathered without the chip, the card is useless. With the system, the liability for fraud gets shifted too. When the new system is in place, fraud occurs, credit card companies determine who's liable for the cost, and the party with lesser technology will bear the liability. If a merchant is using the old swipe and sign system, they will be liable for fraudulent charges if the customer has a chip card. If the merchant has the proper chip and PIN system, but the bank hasn't issued a new chip and PIN card to the customer, the bank is liable. So hopefully that will prevent a lot of credit card fraud. And Diahann Carroll has pulled out of the upcoming Broadway revival of the play Raisin in the Sun. It was going to be her first time back on the stage in more than 30 years. Playbill.com says Diahann is 78 years old and cannot take the heavy rehearsals and the usual 8 shows a week. She has been replaced by LaTanya Richardson Jackson, wife of actor Samuel L. Jackson. She is 64 and will play the mother of Denzel Washington's character. Denzel is 59. Previews begin March 8th at the Ethel Barrymore Theater, and opening night is April 3rd. And do you actually pay any attention to those boring safety instructions before hitting the friendly skies?
All 2 times?
Yes.
No.
Well, you may now, as Air New Zealand has hired a bunch of supermodels in bikinis to do the job. UK's Daily Mail reports Sports Illustrated hotties like Christy Brinkley, Chrissy Teigen, Jessica Gomes, and Hannah Davis and Ariel Meredith shot some sexy footage while explaining the emergency procedures, and the company calls it the world's most beautiful safety video.
Is there a lot of slow motion running?
Possibly.
Yes.
Yes.
So what do we do? Graphics covering things in the show and product placement?
Yep.
Okay.
And feminist writer Lisa McIntyre was shocked to receive a credit card offer from Bank of America sent to her address, but addressed to Lisa is a slut McIntyre.
I saw that on Facebook. What was the company that did that?
Bank of America. Letter read, Lisa's a slut McIntyre. You've earned the special offer. Even better, it arrived at the home of McIntyre's mother.
Slut.
Yes.
Well, don't be
the
a
bank
slut.
apologized after McIntyre tweeted a picture of the letter. Yes. It could have been worse. They could have sent, Lisa looks fat, never dressed McIntyre. And by the way,
Things can always be worse.
there were 31.7 million viewers tuning into the 2014 Winter Olympic Games opening ceremony on Friday night. It's a bit down from opening ceremony from last Winter Olympics in Vancouver, which had 36.2 million. Could be partially because it was tape delayed from Russia instead of live.
With love.
By the way, this past week, the Beatles were on the Ed Sullivan Show. Really big show, everybody. So how much were the Beatles paid to be on the Ed Sullivan Show 50 years ago? Elvis Presley got $50,000 for 3 performances on the show in late 1956, early 1957. For the same amount of shows in February 1964, the Fat Four earned $10,000. Why the big difference? Rolling Stone writer Mikhail Gilmore says, because the Beatles have never been on TV in America, there's no guarantee their performances would be that great. So Beatles manager Brian Epstein took less money from CBS in exchange for top billing Ed Sullivan for 3 Sundays in a row.
Like a
By
hot
the way-
fudge sundae?
What?
Like a hot fudge sundae?
Yes, exactly.
Delicious.
By the way, Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Mixed breeds.
happened,
Here they
yep.
come.
By the way, this is here's this year's listing for the most popular breeds according to the American Kennel Club. Number 10, Dachshunds. Number 9, Rottweilers. 8, Poodles. 7, Boxers. 6, Yorkshire Terriers. 5, Bulldogs. 4, Beagles. You want to guess the top 3?
Dogs.
Number 3, Golden Retrievers. 2, German Shepherds. And number 1, Labrador Retrievers.
Not a labradoodle.
No, not a Labradoodle.
Good, those
thank
things are
God.
annoying.
Yes.
Dun,
So, Jay,
dun, dun, dun.
how you doing over there?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. Are you ready for everyone's favorite part of the show?
Are we there already?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You're just
Yes.
tired and want to go home, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. So, Jay, what did you learn today?
I'm really ill prepared for top threes today. Probably because I'm tired and in pain.
We're always ill prepared for top threes.
Yeah, more so than usual today.
True.
But
What else did you learn?
we need to take over all the big news companies and start revamping
Force them
things.
to broadcast news?
That's not going to happen.
That's true.
But we need to revamp some things. First, we have to send Simon Cowell back to Britain.
Okay.
And we have to actually get information out in our news, not just what people think and say, this is true!
Yes.
Yeah, no.
How your fridge can kill you at 11.
And then I'm just going to get rid of lower third graphics that have nothing to do with the show. I
Fair
don't
enough.
care what's coming up like next week
And you
or
got
what
the little
show
person
is
dancing
on.
across the bottom of the screen?
Yeah, actually, Family Guy did a really funny
Yes.
thing with that. Shut up, you. You didn't see it. That's because you have poor taste.
Yes.
But anyway, what'd you learn?
Well, in addition to that, I also learned that steak with a badge is apparently way funnier when... No, it's not.
No.
Is it?
Maybe at the time.
At the time, I learned that a steak with a badge. Is there like a part of this joke I'm missing?
No, it's just a steak with a badge.
There's like not some like pop culture reference I'm missing?
But Doug says yes, Rob says no. Who do you believe?
Okay, I want to make sure there's nothing I'm missing with that. I also learned that if Satan himself were coming to visit the Earth, he would come in the form of a combined Time Warner and Comcast.
So you just have a whole lot of dank instead of two separate danks.
Yeah. That would be bad if that ever happened.
So we're saying that's the Titanic of cable news or cable providers.
Yeah, because when Time Warner and AOL combined, that was a great idea. Yeah, this will be... there you go.
Yeah,
So...
but AOL didn't provide cable; they just provided junk.
Yep. So if you missed any part of the show, don't forget to visit our YouTube page, youtube.com/NSLSTV, or watch our midnight replay. You can always check us out on facebook.com/NSLSTV in case we glossed right over the top three, which we kind of did, but it's on our facebook.com/NSLSTV. Or you can see what Pat's doing tonight for his special Valentine's Day dinner on twitter.com/NSLSTV. Ha, just kidding. He doesn't post there anymore, but it's still there. Or if you don't want to go to any there and you just want to go to NSLS.TV and click on the links to any of those things, you can do that too, which is pretty sweet.
Gmail.com.
Oh yeah, and NSLSTV@gmail.com. Well, Jay, we've gone through another hour and a half. Almost. Kind of.
We're close.
We've got another hour and 13 minutes, or hour and 33 minutes of Valentine's Day. How are you going to celebrate?
Gonna go home, crawl under my bed and cry a little. But I do that every night anyhow, so it's nothing
I was about to
special.
say, it's like, that's not really Valentine's Day tradition, that's an everyday tradition.
Maybe I'll bring a pillow with me this time.
Yeah, that'd be, yeah, sure, why not?
How about you?
Knock yourself out. I'm gonna go home and sleep, and I'll probably have
Another 3 a.m. wake up.
dreams and nightmares of House of Cards season 2.
Oh, I know. Maybe I'll go down to Main Street in town and just throw snowballs at people and say, I love you.
I love you!
They can be love balls. What?
Sure. Jay, you know what happened the last time you threw your balls at people in the street?
We don't talk about that.
No, we don't. Except on TV.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Pat will be back next week, probably. John might be back next week, probably.
I'll give John more shot than Pat.
Yeah, me too. I'll be back next week.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? So Jay. So what holiday are you looking forward to?
Sleep day.
I call that President's Day. I have President's Day off. I feel like I'm in elementary school all over again.
That's fantastic.
It is.
There's a lot of President's Day sales. Maybe I'll go buy something.
Like? Mattress?
I do.
Mattress and a car that drives the car into the mattress. Like,
I do kind of need one. I should probably do that, but I'm not
Car or
going
mattress?
to. Yes. No, just a mattress.
I know, buy a van and then put a mattress in the back of the van.
No, because vans are creepy.
That fits.
Because then if I got
Then
the
you'll have a Valentine's Day mobile.
Ooh, I
So
like
the creepy one.
It'll be a red van. And then if I got the mattress into the back of the van, I'd be like, it's already there, and I just sleep in the van.
Down by the river, eating government cheese.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
That's fantastic.
That's delicious. Delicious, delicious government cheese.
Grade K all the way.
Not Great Elm?
No, they stepped it up once.
Here you go.
That's it, though. Get some Taco Bell.
Yo, hero.